done messed up, no. Bad news, to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby. Run that shit up, Trey.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me a whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zach, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang-Chi. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper free. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking note. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UBK rules. I'm making hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me a whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. He ain't locked in with the count and when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. Can't do with them steppers, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I read that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole start. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our car. And I just made the call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
All right. You how about Shimmy Shah Brakatha to all the brothers? You understand? Up them, brother. You how Shema them by Shimmy Shah to the sisters tuning in. Once again, Isupk Lashawan Qadash class. You understand? I'm Priest Officer 1000, Rosh Karab, holding down every Friday night, Lord allow, learning, or rather teaching the Lashawan Qadash class. You understand? This is a class that's very important for our people. You understand? If you're tuning in online, please do the salute in the Hebrew, Baba Shah. You understand? But no further ado, Lashawan Qadash class, which means holy tongue. This is the class where you are taught your holy language according to the Bible and the scriptures, man. You understand? So of course, get your notebooks out. It's time to study. You understand? And basically, know what you spoke before any heathen language. You understand? Before slavery, what did you speak? You understand? That's a good question. And this is what you our ancestors was writing and reading. Lashawan Qadash, the Hebrew. You understand? The Hebrew. All right. So of course, how I like to do before we go into today's lesson, I like to go over the chart. I like to go over the alphabet. Every time, it's a good fundamental for learning any language. You always go to the basics, you understand, the alphabet, and practice, all right? So, of course, I'm going to go from top to bottom from the chart. So, we got the Lashawan Qadash, which means holy tongue. Holy meaning separate, tongue meaning language, okay? Holy tongue, all right? Now, Hebrew is read from right to left, all right? Now, don't be so discouraged. So just yet, I know you're used to left to right, Spanish, anything like that. But in Hebrew, or the Lashawan Qadash, it is read right to left. All right, right to left. And trust me, it's just way better. You understand? My personal opinion. You understand? It's easier than left to right. You understand? Right to left, because it's just easier for your eyes to keep up with things. You understand? That's how I found it, at least in my opinion. All right, so now I'm gonna go over the alphabet. All right, we have the ancient Hebrew alphabet or language. Okay, this is the ancient Hebrew. All right, these characters on top is the ancient, the bottom is the Assyrian. Now I'm gonna go over the words and pronounce them. All right, so we have the ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza, kra, ra, sha, and tha. All right, so that's what we got going on. Real easy, real easy. All right, remember the ka. Well, the ka is ka. It's not the same as ka. It's ka, then ka. All right, so that's the ancient, and the same thing for the Assyrian. The words you see on top is the same on the bottom. All right, so once again, we'll go over it again. Ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, kwa, ra, sha, tha. All right. Now, the only thing with the Assyrian, you got 5 characters: the ka, the ma, the na, the pa, and the taza. Now, use these letters if letters above fall at the end of a word. Now, what does that mean? Say you write down the word lacum. Lacum ends with a ma. All right. Instead of writing this ma, you'll write it down right here. That's how the Assyrian works for the ka, the ma, the na, the pa, and the taza. All right. If it ends on these characters on the bottom, you write this. You write this down. You wouldn't write that. All right. And at the bottom is the handwriting. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a minute. If need be, if you're tuning in, you just now learned something you didn't know ever. Now it's time for you to screenshot, whatever the case may be, before we move on to today's lesson. All right, 10 more seconds, and we shall move on. We shall move on. All right, let's go ahead and move forward. All right, that's perfect. You see that? Now, I'd like to go over also the previous lesson that we did last week, just so that new knowledge that we learned stays fresh in our head before we move on. All right. So, of course, we're still on ordinal numbers, okay? Ordinal numbers indicate the order or position of something in a series. Well, just that, just like that. So, example: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. All right, things like that. Or passing my second sword, give me my third baton or something like that. Let me get my 5th headpiece on. Things like that. That's ordinal numbers. Indicates the order or position of something in a series. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna go over what we did from last week, and then we're gonna keep it going. Actually, we're gonna keep it going all the way to 20th. All right. If I'm not mistaken. Yep. Well, all the way to 19th. We're gonna go all the way to 19th and probably just keep on going. All right. So once again, I'm gonna go over everything again. So now we have 6. All right, 6. How you would say 6 is shashaya. All right, shashaya, pretty easy. Sha by itself, and we got the ya. Simple to understand. Then we got 7. All right, 7. You understand it? Shabayaya. All right, shabayaya. That's how you say 7 in the Hebrew. Now you have the sha by itself. You have the ba by itself, so you know connector. The ya and the I are connected, so that's yai. Then you have the ya by itself. All right. 7th, shabayaya. Now we have 8th. How you say 8th is shamayaya, shamayaya. All right. Pretty similar. Shabayaya, shamayanya for 8th. All right. Shamayanya. Now we got the sha by itself, the ma, single connector. You have the ya, you understand, and the I, which comes together. You understand? Yai, or it's like it, the na. Oh, that's a na. It's like it. So I'm doing it again. Sha by itself, ma by itself. We have the ya and the na. So that's shamayanya. You understand? So that's shamayanya. All right, and then we have the ya by itself. So all together, shamayanya. Shamayanya. So like about that, definitely some tongue twisters in there. All right, so that's how you say 8th. Now we have 9th. Okay, so 9th is dashayaya. Dashayaya. All right, that's how you say 9th. Dashayaya. All right, now let's break it down. We have the th by itself. Then we have the sh, single connector again. If I say by itself, I mean single connector. We have the ya and the I connected, so that's yai. All right, that's yai. Then we have the ya once again by itself. All right, so all together is thashayaya. Thashayaya. That's how you say 9th in the Hebrew. Now we have 10th. All right, 10th. And how you say 10th in the Hebrew is Aisha, it's Aishaya, it's Aishaya. It's Lakia. Aisharia. Definitely a tongue twister. Aisharia. All right. Aishayaria. All right. Definitely a tongue twister, Israel. But as us to why we good. Keep it going. We have the I by itself. Then we have the sh by itself. We have the ya and the ra, which creates yar. All right. And you have the ya once again by itself. So all together is Aisha Yaria. Aisha Yaria. All right. Make sure you pronounce that R. Yar. All right. And this is what we went over last week. All right. So if you tuned in, I'm going to give it a second. Maybe about a minute or two. Let our brothers and sisters know what we got going on. And also be sure to like and subscribe to Isupk Windy City. And also, as well, do not forget about the Midwest Fire Weekend. Yes, it's about that time again for the Midwest Fire Weekend. We encourage all and only Black Hispanic Indians to join. And get their knowledge. All right, I'm going to give it 10 more seconds. And we shall continue. Also, if I did not mention, we're going to go to 11th to 19th. You understand? Or however far we can go. All right, we'll give it a couple more seconds, then we shall move forward. All right, going once, going twice, so let's do it. It's always good. All right, Hebrew. Right. So we did 6th through 10th. Now we're going to go ahead and do 11th to 19th. How to say those things in the Hebrew. Yeah. All right, Israel. So now, of course, we are on 11. How you say 11 in the Hebrew? Let's write it down for 11. All right, now let's write it down in the English translation first. Write it down in the Hebrew alphabet. Now these is going to be 2 words now. We get a little bit more advanced. All right. Well, my brother apologizes in the building. The Warrior One West has been exploding because of this brother. All right. So how you say 11th? All right. So how you would say it is Isharthia, Ishartha, Ishara. All right. Say that one more time. Definitely a tongue twister. So it's Ishathia. Ishathia. All right. Ishara. That's how you say 11. All right. You gotta make sure that rolls off your tongue. Ishatha, Ishara. That's how you say 11th. All right. Should have made a little bit more space, but that's okay. And these are two words, Israel. 2 words, not one. To get the Assyrian and then the Hebrew. I'm going to write a little bit smaller than I usually would, just so I can capture this whole word on here. And if you cannot see it, please, Israel, let me know. Please let me know. All right, now let's get the ancient. Boom, there we go. Ishatha, Ishara. That's 11th in the Hebrew. All right, so now let's go ahead and break it down. So how do you say 11th? 11 is the ordinal number, of course, which we've been going over. Now we're down to two words for saying one word. Okay. So how you would say 11 in Hebrew? Understand this? Ishafia, Ishara. Ishafia, Ishara. All right. Ishatha. It's like Ishafia, Ishara. Understand? You're gonna notice a little pattern. Okay. Remember, we did 1 through 10. You understand? So those words that we learned previously is being implemented in this, okay? With 11, 12, 13, 14. You're gonna see you're gonna see little clues about it, okay? You're gonna see how it corresponds together. All right. Now to break down the ancient, we have the I single connector. Then you have the sh and the th, and these are connected with the y by itself. That's the first word. Now we're on to the second, Ishara. You got the I, sh, and ra by itself, all single connectors. And all together, how you would say it is I, shafya, Ishara. I, shafya, Ishara. And that's how you say 11 in Hebrew. Might as well just go to 1,000,000. Show everybody how to count to 1,000,000. Further, we'll long we get to teaching this class or series, I would rather say. All right, so that's 11th. Aishafia, Aishura. Now let's go down to 12th. How you say 12 in Hebrew? All right. Once again, I'm writing kind of small. It's a lot of words. If you cannot see, please let me know. That's the way to get this down in Hebrew. How do you say 12? Yeah. Boom. There we go. And how you say 12 is Shayam Aishara. Shayam Aishara. So you say 12 in the Hebrew. Shayam Aishara. Right. Now, you get the ancient and the Assyrian. For Shayam Aishara. All right. Now I'm pretty sure you're seeing. You understand? You're seeing the way how the words or how it's going to be 11, 12. Aishafia, Aishara, Shanyam Aishara. That word Aishara is going to be a lot down to 19. Okay. Just breaking down the pattern. That's the one I'm looking for, the pattern. All right. I'll give the Assyrian of it. The Assyrian. Okay. All right, there we go. Shanyam Aishara, 12. Let's go ahead and break it down. We're on 12th. All right, 12 tribes. And how you would say it in the English, or it's like in the Hebrew, Shanyam Aishara. Shanyam Aishara. Here's the breakdown for the Hebrew. You have the sh and the na, they're connected, so it creates shun. All right, shun. Then now you have the ya and the ma connected, so that's yum. All right, yum. And once again, you have Aishara. The I is by itself, the sh is by itself, and the ra is by itself. So all together, how you would say 12, shun yum Aishara. Shun yum Aishara. So you say 12 in the Hebrew. Once again, tune it in, like, share, subscribe. Midwest Fire Weekend. I know you're not gonna miss that. Also, too, tune into the ISUK Chicago Facebook. Go ahead and share all them posts. Share all the posts the brothers is doing about Midwest Fire Weekend. We encourage our people to come in and join. You understand? Or just check it out. Check out the classes. Check out the town hall meetings. Check out the felony expungement programs. Check out the clothing giveaway that we have. Just come on, check it out, man. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, man. Check your brothers out. Now, let's go to 13th. 13th. White man thought it was a 13th tribe. All right, let's write it down. Boom. 13th. Now let's write down how you would say 13th in the Hebrew. Boom. So how you say 13th is Shalash Aishara. All right? Shalash Aishara. So you say 13th. Now, let's go ahead and break it down in the ancient and the Hebrew. Let's do it. Real easy and simple. Boom. Oh, okay, about this here. Bear with me. Boom, there we go. Shalash Aishara. Now let's go ahead and break it down. All right, so we on 13th. How you say 13th in the Hebrew is Shalash Aishara. Simple as that. Let's break it down. All right, so we have the Sha, single connector. Then you have the La and the Sha connected, and that creates Lash, okay? Lash. You have the I, once again, by itself, Sha by itself, and the Ruz by itself, we create Aishara. So all together, you have Shalash Aishara. All right? Shalash Aishara. That's how you say 13. All right. Let's keep it going. Go to the next one. 14. 14. Next word in rotation. Now, let's write down how you would say 14th in the Hebrew. Recognize the pattern what we've been over a couple of weeks. You probably almost already know. Boom. How you say 14th in the Hebrew is Arabai Aishara. Arabai Aishara. So you say 14th in the Hebrew. Arabai Aishara. All right, to get the ancient, then the Assyrian, break it down. 14th. Also, too, you write your words. Try not to look at the chart so much. That's one way how I got better at the Hebrew. Go ahead and give yourself just, you know what I'm saying, just a slight challenge to get you sharp. But if you need to, ain't no shame, ain't no shame in the game. Right that one ready, boom. Not real too. Yes, it's 2 words. This is not conjunction. This is 2 different words. You got to say for the order of numbers, like first, second, third, fourth. Well, it's like it for 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 19th. You understand? Ashada, Shanyam, Shalash, Arabai, all end with Aishara. 2 different words, okay? Now we got it written down. Let's go ahead and break it down. All right, so we got 14 right here, and how you would say it is Arabai Aishara. Arabai Aishara. Now let's break it down on how you would, you understand? Just for the visual learners, we have the by itself. You have the R by itself. Well, once again, single connector. If I say by itself, single connector. Then you have the B and the I connected. All right. And once again, you got the I, single connector, Sh, single connector, and the R, single connector. So how you would say it in totality, Arabai Aishara. All right. Arabai Aishara. That is how you say it, 14th in the Hebrew. All right, Most High in Christ is really stuck with it through the class. Really appreciate it. Just don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If somebody that you know don't know how to say 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, all right? Let's let our Black and Hispanic brothers, Native Indian brothers understand what language that you understand that the Lord gave us. Let's get back in these books and learn the true and holy language, okay? Once again, Israel's about that time. All right. Bring number for 1000 Rosh Garab, holding it down every Friday night, Lord allow. But once again, it don't stop there. You understand? We have a Isupk podcast that's coming up. Roundtable of Truth. You already know what it is. Roundtable of Truth. You understand? Held down by Captain Marquardt and the captains of the Isupk. You understand? Of Chicago. Go ahead and tune into the podcast, Israel. And with that, shalom.